Okay, so today I am reviewing the Treachery of Beautiful Things by Ruth Frances Long. I'm going to read the back. Something moved amid the trees, floating like a dream. Something made of leaves and barks, root and branch, but not. Tom, she whispered. Tom, she whispered. And the sound of her voice, it turned, twisting around on itself, quicker than a cat, to peer at her with buried bright eyes. Leaves, thorns tangled where hair should have been, bark and moss made the body. Every part of it was composed of living things, of elements of the forest and the trees. It lurched forward, heading straight for the tree line for her. So Jenny has gone. It's 7 years since her brother was swallowed up by a tree when he was 14 and she was 7, and now he's 21 and she's 17, I believe. And we meet characters like Jack, who is Jack O of the forest. We meet Puck, Oberon, Titania, a lot of other forest creatures, while Jenny is in this world trying to find her brother, who has become the Piper, so this is her goal, to find her brother, and she's starting to fall. She doesn't admit it so much, but she's trying to fall for Jack. She's falling for Jack. And people are warning her that she shouldn't, and get that. And when she comes, Jack really wants to get her back to the setting is in another realm, but where she's from, I'm thinking, is England or something. Because there's these big, huge forests, and she mentions going to see Sherwood Forest, So she's on a quest to find her brother. And through this whole thing, she's named Jenny, I think it's Wren, W-R-E-N, if I'm saying that wrong, because it looks like that when I read it, is called the May Queen. So I guess this is set in May. And if you don't know that, May Day is the first day of spring. And I guess in the story, there's a May Queen, and there's this whole adventure going on, all this stuff. And at the beginning, to me, it dragged a little. It just dragged just a little, and then it started to go smooth. And there were parts where it just dragged. But it was an interesting story, and it had a really good end. For a long time, I wasn't expecting the end. I thought something different was going to happen when I was a quarter, almost to the ending, but not quite there yet. So she finds Tom, and he's the Piper of Titania, but Titania has another self. She's like two people in one body. She's also Mab. So there's a lot of the Midsummer Night's Dreams characters, Puck, Titania, Oberon, those characters and different mentions of fae, magical creatures. So yeah, it was a really nice story. Once I got further in, I liked the story. As I said, parts of it dragged, but had a good ending. And I think if you like fairies, probably love like romance. There's romance in there, but there's also some adventure too. It can get scary at times, and it's got a bit like you don't know what to expect next. It's like that kind of thing. So I think that's the end of my review. So you can either buy it, check it out, or I think that's the only two. Or order it, I guess. So comment, subscribe. Always enjoy everything. Bye.